Alright, welcome back guys to my Ring of Honor TV show review for April 7th, 2012. Before I start that though, Ring of Honor, because of the whole fiasco on Saturday with Showdown on the Sunday too, they uploaded 2 of the missing matches onto YouTube for everybody to watch. So I figured I would go ahead and watch those and then give my thoughts on those 2 matches. Sadly, there's still no ending to TJ Perkins versus Fire Ant, but they said they may even get that up at some point too, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But they did have Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. This was a really short match. It was only like 10 minutes. Cole hits the crossbody, but Kyle rolls him over and holds the tights for the win. It was okay. And then we get the Young Bucks versus All Night Express in a street fight. This was kind of bad, I thought. In my opinion, this match was not very good. The Young Bucks have on these goofy shirts that are like cut into tassels, kind of like New Jack and ECW. It looked ridiculous, but it was awesome. So, they have a broom and a mop. And All Night Express, they're waiting on them to come out, but they come out through a different part of the arena, and they have signs, shopping carts, a trash can, all this stuff. And they did some cool spots. Nick Jackson lays Rhett Titus down on top of a trash can, and then he hits a swanton off the stage. Some other stuff, like Kenny King just takes out somebody who's sitting at ringside, one of these security guys or whatever, just destroys him with a kick, and that was pretty funny. But at this arena, they have these really big, bulky chairs. They're not the normal wrestling steel chairs. So Rhett Titus goes and gets this big, bulky chair, and he brings it in the ring, and he swings it at Matt Jackson, and it doesn't even hit him, but he sells it, kind of. So he hits him again with it, and he can't really swing it hard because it's so bulky and just metal. It's got like this huge padding in the center of it. So he's like doing these weird chair shots. It did not look good at all. And then Matt Jackson gets up, and Rhett Titus holds the chair up, and he obviously takes the position, you know, hit me in the back. And I just thought that wasn't very good. The match was about 13 minutes. More like 10 once you take out the entrances. The Young Bucks win after they set up a table in the ring, and Rhett Titus has Matt Jackson up for a powerbomb. Kenny King gets on the top rope like he's going to hit the Doomsday Device, but he's distracted by Nick Jackson. So Matt Jackson hits a superplex while Rhett Titus powerbombs him, and they all go through the table. It was pretty awesome. Nick Jackson pulls out Rhett Titus, and Matt Jackson gets the pin. So it was alright, I guess, but yeah, I just thought the ending was good, the finish was good, but other than that, it just wasn't a very good street fight in my opinion. So anyways, on to Ring of Honor's TV show for this week. They recap Kevin Steen and Davey Richards' confrontation from last week. There's a fan who looks just like Bruiser Brody in the crowd. Then we get Young Bucks versus TJ Perkins and Shiloh Jones. Shiloh Jones really needs some new tights. I mean, he wears these purple tights that are like Daisy Duke cutoffs, and it just looks horrible. I mean, he really needs some new ring gear. But this match was good. They have some kind of a production issue during this match where for like 2-3 seconds it cuts to a match from weeks ago. And it was kind of bizarre. I was like, what the hell? And then it cuts right back to it. But other than that, it was a pretty good match. Young Bucks win with more bang for your buck combo, the 450 moonsault. And that was it. The Young Bucks move on. It says Border Wars is going to be the next pay-per-view. And Kevin Kelly's talking about this. It's May 12th in Canada. Jay Lethal says that he wants Ciampa at Border Wars and will become the new dominant male. Now, this was news to me because on the Ring of Honor website it says next pay-per-view in like 70 days. It's in June, like the end of June, and it's Best in the World 2012. But then Kevin Kelly says tonight that Border Wars is the next pay-per-view, and it's May 12th. So I didn't even know this was happening. Because they do a lot of shows, and Not all of them are on pay-per-view. But yeah, I guess we're going to get Border Wars May 12th on pay-per-view, so that's good. Especially after they hype it up on this show. Then we get a grudge match with Matt Taven versus Mike Mondo. They get a big hype video for this. Like them turning on each other and Mondo being the heel and not shaking his hand. Pretty long video. Mondo, during the match, he acts like he rolls his ankle and he's injured. He takes his boot off and he sells this for a long time. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but he turns out he was playing possum, faking the injury. Matt Taven goes out to check on him or something, tell him to get back in the ring. And he snaps, attacks him, starts throwing him into the guardrail over and over. But Matt Taven eventually gets the upper hand. He goes off on Mondo, starts slamming him into guardrails, hits a suplex onto the metal ramp where the guys come out. This was a pretty good match too. Mondo eventually wins with the double arm DDT though. I have to say, this was a really good show tonight. Just a lot of great stuff happened here. They show a press conference where they announce Border Wars in Canada. It's Kevin Kelly, Cornette, Davey Richards, they're all talking about it. They got some press taking pictures. I thought this came across good. They say that Cornette says that Fit Finley's going to be there, Rhino's going to be there. Davey gets up and he says that whoever my opponent is, and then Kevin Steen interrupts the press conference. He says the fans want Steen versus Richards. Richards says he wants Steen in Toronto, or Jim Cornette can take the belt back and he's just going to go to Japan. He says that Steen can even use his pile driver. So Cornette has no choice but to make the match. So we get Steen versus Richards for the world title at Border Wars. So we finally get the match that we've all been waiting for. And I'm not sure. I'm interested to see how they build this up till the pay-per-view. But I think this could be Steen's time. Then we get a little promo from all the participants in the four-way tonight for the $24,000. I thought it was funny that Adam Cole does this. I know this is taped before the Showdown in the Sun pay-per-views, I assume. And Cole says, I got all this momentum. I've been winning all these matches. Unfortunately, he did lose at the pay-per-view. And it's just funny that he says this weekend. But this was fine. All the guys come out. It's Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Jay Lethal versus Mike Bennett. Winner gets $24,000. Ciampa comes out. He's got the embassy with him. Bennett has Maria and Brutal Bob. Kevin Kelly says Bennett's got his Jezebel girlfriend with him. And then when she goes to get in the ring, he says she looks more beautiful than ever this week, but she's a Jezebel. I just thought that was really funny. They go to commercial, and during the commercial we see them advertising Border Wars again. Jay Briscoe says that they may not be allowed in Canada, and Mark says, well, I did the paperwork and we will be at Border Wars. Then we get the four-way match. It's kind of like the Divas or the Knockouts match on TNA. Only two people in the ring at once. You can tag out. Someone else can tag themselves in. And it's just one of those type of matches, but it is elimination. Jay Lethal eliminates Bennett with the lethal injection, and then Ciampa immediately knees Jay Lethal in the head and eliminates him. Adam Cole is hurt after a spinebuster on the apron, but he crawls into the ring. Ciampa knees him twice in the head, and then he goes for a third one, but Cole jumps up and super kicks him and then immediately falls back down. This just looks so goofy to me. Ciampa runs and destroys this guy twice with knees to the head. He's getting up for the third one. Cole jumps up, super kicks him, and then lays down like he's planking in the middle of the ring. He just hits him and then just falls down. And it just, I don't know, it looked really goofy. But Ciampa hits a Celtic Cross on the outside and he rolls Cole back in the ring. But Cole kicks out. Jay Lethal comes out, but security holds him back. And then Ciampa hits Project Ciampa, which is a powerbomb onto the knees for the win. So Ciampa wins the $24,000. Veda brings in the check, but Prince Nana takes it and sings "We're in the Money." And that was it. I thought this was a great episode of Ring of Honor tonight. I really liked all the matches. I liked the press conference. We finally get Kevin Steen versus Davey Richards. Just a lot of cool stuff happened here tonight, so I really like that. If you're interested, check out the 2 missing matches from Showdown in the Sun on Ring of Honor's YouTube because they're up there. And that's it for this week. They announced something next week, Road Wars. I think they might show a match from Showdown in the Sun on TV next week. I'm not sure exactly what they meant by this. But regardless, I really liked tonight's episode. I thought it was awesome. So that's my review of Ring of Honor for this week. Hope you guys liked the review. I'll be back tomorrow doing a movie review of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And then Monday, of course, I'll be back for the Raw review. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.